This is a Normal Nerds podcast where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff. And I feel like talking about. I'm your host, Maxwell Cerizio.
And I'm your host who hopes this ranking isn't too unwielding, Davis Bates.
This episode is our blind ranking of fictional weapons. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds podcast. All right, Dave.
Yo.
I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yes, yeah. I know mine was good.
Yes.
Yes.
Hope you guys had a really good one. But we're back at blind ranking time. We got Davis in the hot seat, which is always more entertaining than having me in the hot seat.
Okay.
For blind rankings, not quizzes.
I like the last one, but okay.
No, the last one was really good.
Yeah.
The last one was really good, but I don't
I
know.
finish the video for that one, but yeah.
As we learned with the last one, Davis has more knowledge on things than I do. So.
I just care more.
That's the slogan. Davis just cares more.
I care.
This time we're going to do fictional weapons. It's a blind ranking, so if you don't know what that is, you haven't watched our past ones, I'm going to give Davis a weapon, and he's got to rank them 1 out of 8. We're just going to do the coolest, not the strongest.
Okay, coolest.
I'm going to go in a little more detail on that, but like I would just throw one at him, and he's got to put it 1 out of 8. He can't change the order after that.
Yep.
And hopefully he likes his list at the end or hates his list at the end.
Okay.
We will see. However, here's the rules with this. It is weapons.
Right.
They're all weapons. You are proficient in using the weapon.
Okay.
You are in that universe.
Okay.
So it depends on the weapon's ability in that universe. That's what the rules for this one are. You're not proficient in it. You are a master in it.
Okay. Fair enough. I like that. Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. I'm pumped.
Excited about this one?
Oh, I am. I love weapons. You know me. I
know
love
you do.
weapons.
All right.
Ooh,
so
put it on paper this time.
Yeah, it's really loud.
Yeah. Crinkle.
It's super loud. I apologize.
Great production value.
All right. So we're just going to go through. I'll give Davis a weapon. We'll probably talk about it a little bit. And we'll see his list at the end. Are we all ready?
Yes, Dora. Yes, we are.
Swiper, no swiper. All right. First weapon, lightsaber.
So I love lightsabers. They are amazing. I was finding out from my friend Ben last night, last week, I guess, when this episode comes out, that there's like 3 different types of lightsaber canon right now because the universe is so all over the place. And they come in a million different designs, and obviously the newest generation that's in the sequel movies is garbage. So
we're going with the coolest one.
I know.
You're a master
I know the coolest one. Like I like them. I like the idea that the kyber crystal color defines like your personality in some way and reflects that. And there's a million different ones, and when they added in new colors, it was amazing.
I just want to add this real quick with the lightsaber and everything else that goes forward. So if you're a lightsaber wielder in this universe, you also have the Force.
Oh man! Oh wow! Okay,
you're a Jedi.
That could affect. Oh, man, it's
because there's other things on this list that would like pretty much add magical power.
Okay, that's fair, I guess.
Still focus on the weapon.
So this is out of 8, right? We're still doing it out of 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so in my opinion, the lightsaber is one of the coolest, perfect weapons in the universe, but it's still just sort of a regular blade at the end of the day. Like, it can slice through metal and anything it wants, and it cauterizes any wound. I think it's a nice middle of the ground weapon,
okay.
So I'm going to put it at right number 4.
Well, all right.
I think Jedi should be a solid baseline for... Not Jedi. Lightsaber should be a solid baseline for all that.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for it, actually.
Okay, I like
Let's see
it.
what else you got on this list.
Sure. All right. You know what? I like that because like I feel like that's a nerd.
You like that?
You like that? I feel like the lightsaber, like everyone hears lightsaber and they're like, oh, the coolest weapon ever. But is it really the coolest weapon
It's
ever?
really just like it's a shiny blade.
It's a shiny sword.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Cool designs.
Next weapon, the Elder Wand from Harry Potter.
Ooh, kind of a shit weapon. Not gonna lie.
Once again, remember your ability. You're a master at it.
Oh, I know. I'm aware. I'm aware of how awesome it would make me and all that stuff. But like, everyone dies with it. It's so unwielding. It's got like all these rules around it of like, if you get disarmed once, you don't got the power of it anymore. But it's a really cool weapon and all that stuff, created by Death himself. Not the worst weapon in the world, but like, it's one of those ones where it's like, the weapon itself isn't going to make you amazing. You got to like also know how to use it all in this stuff. So I'm gonna put that at number 7. I think it's because like magic is the real power there. And all Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Like, should we change this? And I'll let you re-rank these. But
Okay.
number 7. Should we? You're using it in your universe, or should we say you have it in this universe? What do you think would be better?
Ooh, my
I think
goodness.
David Spade's having it and being proficient with it might be better.
That might change up. That might change it up just a little bit. Yeah, let's go with that one. Sure.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so you can change. You can change these.
I'm
two.
still keeping lightsaber number 4.
Okay.
Same rules. We're still proficient in everything. Okay, so
Yeah, I like this better. This is,
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna move the Elder Wand up maybe like 1. It's still awesome to have and everything's great with it, but like I don't know. I just always thought the Elder Wand was like, it was sick. It was an awesome thing, but you know, Harry beat it using his rinky-dink garbage wand that he stole. Actually, it wasn't even his Phoenix Feather wand. So like, it's just always one of those things that confused me a little bit. It's like I understand the uniqueness and the power of the Elder Wand. I do. It's a great item, great storyline, all that stuff in Harry Potter. But it confused me in the level that it's like, yes, it wins all of its battles except when it doesn't. Like, you know, like that. It is like if you just get disarmed or someone kills you and they take it from you, like it suddenly is like, it's just a regular piece of wood again.
Yeah.
Like it's like Voldemort was using it and he wasn't the true master, and he was like, in the movie he was breaking it, and then in the books he was like, this wand sucks, it's not doing anything I want to. I'm cool, but this thing blows. So like it's just one of those things where it's like it never really did anything. Dumbledore was sick with it, but even Dumbledore died.
I like how you have the list so far. I don't think the other one's the coolest item ever, but it's a magical wand. So
Yeah, it's sick. Cool. Yeah, so I put it at 6. That's awesome. Having all that power would be awesome.
Let's move on to the next one. Number 3, the ray gun from Call of Duty Zombies.
The instant disintegrator.
This list, there's a lot of random weapons on this.
That one for me is 7. I don't think it's the worst weapon in the world, but like it just doesn't do it for me. Like it's cool, it's awesome, but it runs out. It's got ammo. It's like it's way like the Elder Wand never runs out, you know. So I'm done with the ray gun number 7. And it was sick. I loved getting the ray gun. Oh, I loved getting the ray gun in. Was it a Call of Duty Black Ops 2 had the zombies. I think that was my favorite version of the zombies. Because Black Ops 1 was all right. But
yeah, also the ray gun, like in the original Zombies, the ray gun was OP.
Yeah.
Absolutely monstrous. It was great. As the game increased, it was not. Like you could be surrounded by zombies and you start shooting it, and then it creates like that gas thing, and then you can't even see what's going on, and you're like,
it's a mess.
Yeah,
it's a mess.
So,
yeah,
I'd rather have a heavy machine gun, but now it's thrown into the real world. Now you're taking space with the ray gun. You go over to this conflict in the Middle East, and you pick the one side that hates everyone. You could probably take it yourself.
I think I could.
Yeah,
I think.
But once again, with an Elder Wand and a lightsaber, you definitely could. Yeah,
I think I could do.
Once again, you're
there.
proficient in both those.
Well, actually, with a lightsaber, no, because I can't stop bullets. Even with
you can. Yeah, you can with the lightsaber.
No, yes, it can. But blaster shots move considerably slower than bullets.
That's true.
So the human eye can't see a bullet. So physically, I could not. Unless I use the.
Once again, you're proficient.
I know. Yes. I know I am. I know I have the Force, and that's great. But like once again, blaster fire is so it like moves. It's more efficient because it doesn't leave like debris and excess and all that stuff. And it could probably go a lot longer. But what they sacrifice in that is that it moves considerably slower, so that people can actually stop it with lightsabers. If you can't see it, you can't hit it with a lightsaber.
That's true. All right. Let's move on to number 4. The One Ring.
8. Fuck that thing.
Oh, really?
Are you shitting me? First off, I know it's in this world and all that stuff, but like, I'm not the maker of the One Ring. You can't use the One Ring. Sucks if you aren't Sauron. Like that's what it is. Like it just corrupts you. It just makes you into a golem if you're not. So no. First off, that weapon is it's not even. I'm not even gonna say it's not even like a double-edged sword. It's literally just a single-edged sword pointed at you. Like it betrays you. It betrays its users. It like literally when it gets an opportunity, like it let oh my god. What was his name?
Come on!
Oh no! I'm forgetting.
Oh no! Davis looks like a Lord of the Rings noob. Oh jeez, God, what a fake fan, guys.
Shut up. I can't remember his name. Anyways, the first king of Gondor there, it literally betrayed him and let a bunch of orcs shoot him in the back, so he died in a river. It's dumb. It's always trying to get back to its master. You are never gonna be the master of that ring because Sauron put literally part of his. I don't know if you can say Mayar.
Elendil.
Elendil. That sounds
was the
about right.
first king of Gondor.
Yeah. Isildur. That's who I'm thinking about.
Isildur?
Yeah, Isildur. Not the first king of Gondor. Sorry, his kid, the guy who actually cut the ring off of.
Oh, Isildur. Yeah.
Of Sauron.
Oh my God! How'd you not know that? That guy is. I do that.
I know where you sleep.
Anyways, okay, number 8.
The One Ring goes there, and like in reality, like it lets you go into the unseen world, but for a regular user,
sucks.
What else does it do?
That's not cool.
Yeah.
That's not cool. That would be terrible.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Like you're not even intangible. You're just invisible.
You're like,
and then
cool.
Sauron can see you,
Yeah.
and then all of his minions can see you.
Do you want to go into a nightmare fueled area? Do it.
You want to have bad dreams during the day?
Let's move on. Okay. Next up, He-Man's Power Sword.
That's the power of Grayskull. It's not called the Master Sword. What is it? What's it?
I read it
called
as He-Man's Power Sword.
It's just He-Man's Power Sword. Power Sword.
Let me look up the name.
Regardless, it's number. Screw it. Actually, it's number 2 for me.
It's literally just called the Power Sword.
Oh, nice, sick.
Yeah.
It's number 2 for me. First off, being able to come that physically fit just by saying the power of Grayskull.
There was just a pause there. You're like being able to come that physically fit. Coming that physically fit would be pretty strong.
He's got to have a hammer.
Yeah, I know. But
right? Like that has to give him a hammer.
Yeah, you get jacked, which is awesome.
He wears, it's so big he has to wear a loincloth. Like no underwear can actually contain it.
We lift. And
yes.
I know what we're doing. We lift, and I like lifting, but I wish I didn't have to do it. And with that, you don't have to.
Exactly. It's you could be, I could literally look like a tiny little guy most of the time. And then when I feel like getting jacked, I just go, the power of Grayskull. And then I have rippling muscles and can punch buildings in the face. It's also really, I did watch, Masters of the Universe Revelations, that god awful remake they made of He-Man, not remake, continuation they made of He-Man on Netflix. That everyone was really excited for. I included was really excited for because that's the He-Man I grew up on, the Masters of the Universe, and it sucked. I hated it. I had so many complaints, and freaking was it Kevin James was the director of it, and he did this whole thing where he pretty much like yelled back at fans of like, oh, they don't get it and blah 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 all this crap, and I was so mad at him.
It's bad when someone says you don't get it.
Yeah, when the director's like, you don't get it. Anyways, regardless,
I want to ask, why are you putting it above a lightsaber?
Okay, 1, it gives you magic powers. 2, it makes me jacked out of my mind.
Lightsabers definitely don't make you jacked.
It can, in terms of the show now too, it can affect people around me. So it could always affect his tiger, whose name I don't remember, Panthera maybe. I think that's wild. I think that's Thundercats. Anyways, because he turned his tiger into his mount in Masters of the Universe, and it was a badass tiger, and he went from being a cowardly little cat.
Battle cat. Oh wait. Cringer.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Because when he's not super strong, he's like
he's like a cat, isn't he?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well, no, he's a tiger, but he's a scaredy cat.
Oh, okay.
He's like the cowardly lion.
Oh,
Anyways,
okay.
But in Revelations, the second half of it or something, the third half of it, I don't remember.
I was like, what? I was like, well, where did we just? Because you said in Revelations, I'm like,
no, it's He-Man relevant. It's He-Man Masters of the Universe Revelations.
I was like, we just like a huge jump here.
No. He actually, because there's I can do a whole episode on this and my thoughts on this show. But anyways, he lets Skeletor have the power, and Skeletor becomes jacked and super powerful and all this stuff. So it can affect multiple people around him, and it gives you access to the power of Grayskull, and all this stuff. It's really, really cool. And I feel like I could beat a guy with a lightsaber and the Force with it. Like, I just feel like I could do that.
Cool.
It makes you super strong, too.
I like it.
Pretty much invincible. And after you've used it, in terms of the new show, you can actually still call upon the power without the sword. You're just like, you're not like focused. Like, the sword is a conduit, and you're kind of just a raging Hulk monster.
Oh,
but you're Hulk. You're a Hulk. But with the sword, you're focused.
All right, I like it. All right, let's move on to the next weapon. Lance of Longinus from Neon Evangelion. Genesis.
Neon Genesis.
Yeah.
Evangelion.
Yeah, I don't know. I brain fart on that one hard. Do you know what that is? Okay, just making sure. I'm just making sure.
I hate that show. I know everything about it. What are you talking about?
Seems pretty cool though. I'm not gonna lie.
It's cool. It's
a trident that he throws.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
So once again, you also have a mech in this house.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't want that mech. That's
Yeah,
the
those
worst
mech-
mech in
I
history.
know. But
I
anyways,
hate that mech.
Where are you putting it on the list?
Oh man, yeah, the One Ring deserves where it is. It's going number 5 because it has to go lower. The Lance of Longinus is really cool.
You're gonna.
I love it's a biblical reference too, which is great.
Yeah.
But it's great in the sense that, like, once again, I haven't seen the newest movie. I know they do more with it, and it's really good for. But what they do in the actual original anime for it is all it does is it seals one of the angels, and then they use it to hit an angel in orbit, which is cool. But then they lose it, so it's really just this like very effective long stick. So
Very effective.
yeah, and like it changes shape, really cool and all that stuff. The visuals in Evangelion are amazing, but if I could put this lower, I definitely would. I probably would swap this with the ray gun.
Oh wow, you really don't like it at all.
I don't. It's Evangelion, man. I hate that show. Lance of Longinus. This is probably the coolest thing in the show, I would say. But regardless, the AT field is still pretty cool. But whenever I thought it was cool. Thought it had a badass name. I like that it it's very effective against angels and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, it's a very long stick that people can throw. That's really what it's literally just a spear. So the ray gun actually is cool. So yeah, Lance of Longinus, I'm gonna put it at number 5. I think it's a solid spot for it. I hate Evangelion. That show sucks a lot.
Okay. All right. This is the second to last one, right?
Yes, and I'm doing all right. So we'll see what you put out here.
Right.
I have spots 1 and 3 open still.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with my number 8, regardless of what comes up right now.
You're really gonna like. I think this is probably gonna go third spot, so you're gonna really hate where it is. Your number 1, you're gonna like.
Okay.
But so I'm actually gonna say it. I was hoping you wouldn't leave the number 1 open, but you're gonna put this at number 1 regardless. The Green Lantern Power Ring.
Number 1. Coolest weapon in all of DC.
I know. I was hoping you put something else in number 1, but you didn't.
No power ring, baby. I love that thing. I think the power ring is.
It might be your favorite fictional weapon of all time. It might be.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
It's just it's fueled by imagination and willpower. Like, if you can think it, you can create it. That's amazing. There's no. I swear to God, it gets slept on so much in DC, and they like underpower it so much at points. But like, you can do anything you want with that ring. It's literally limited by your imagination. And I got a lot of imagination, people. I could do a lot with that ring. I could fucking solve world hunger with that ring just by imagining it. It's super cool. I've always loved the concept, especially Jeff Johns, his storyboard. His story arc with Brightest Day, Darkest Night, not in that order, were spectacular. It's hands down my definitive version of the Green Lantern universe, forever and always. I love the idea of solid light. I know you did.
You you were crapping a lot of these weapons.
Some of these weapons suck. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
I don't know.
The ray gun, whatever. The One Ring is literally bad.
Yeah, I know.
It's literally bad for the user.
All right. Let's
but anyways, I've always loved the idea of solid light. And the ability that it's so compact, but it gives you so many abilities, and it's rechargeable. It has a weakness, like it runs out of power eventually. I've always really enjoyed that. It just feels like the perfect weapon to me.
I knew you were going to put it number 1, and I'm mad that.
I'm glad I had it open.
One day we're going to have a bad list out here, and it'll be very entertaining for everybody.
Probably, yes. Yeah, let's go somewhere.
But I knew you were going to put that number 1. I just knew it, so I was hoping you put something on number 1. Anyways, I do feel like. So you have the One Ring 8th, right?
Number 1. It's bad.
What do you have 7th?
7 is the ray gun.
Yeah, give us the list right now, actually.
Okay, so going down from, I'll go from 8 to 1.
8 to 1, okay.
Yeah. So number 8 is the One Ring because it's just bad for you. Number 7 is the ray gun because Number 6 is the Elder Wand because it also doesn't make sense sometimes. Number 5 is Lance of Longinus because Evangelion sucks. Number 4 is a lightsaber. That's my baseline between like what's like a great weapon and what's an okay weapon. That's my like middle port right there. Number 3 is open. He-Man Power Swords number 2 because I would love to be jacked without working for it. And number 1 is the Green Lantern ring because I think it could destroy everyone on this list.
Yeah. Okay. So I feel like it's a pretty good list so far. I feel like this next weapon, which I'm actually glad to know I saved it, being at number 3 is just so insulting to a lot of the other weapons. No, the final weapon is Cap's shield. You got to put it at 3. You put a Cap shield above a lightsaber? And I'd rather have the ray gun.
Oh, yeah. So would I.
Well, it's number
I'd rather
3.
have the. I know it's number 3.
It's in your top 3.
Oh my God, I hate Cap shield. That thing sucks. I wouldn't even think about that. Cap Shield sucks. It's a frisbee. It's a stupid frisbee that defies the laws of physics. Like I guess I should just suspend belief because I'm thinking about solid light, but with a Green Lantern ring. But
regardless,
it's stupid. Vibranium is just bootleg adamantium. I think adamantium is a superior metal in that universe. I don't give a crap what people say. It's from space. It's cooler. Vibranium's dumb. Black Panther's the only cool guy to use it. I hate the shield. I hate Shield. I hate Captain America. I hate the way the shield looks.
If you could put it anywhere on the list, where would you actually put it?
7. The One Ring.
It's negative. It's negative.
It's negative. It's negative.
Yeah.
Like at least Cap Shield. Like if you wield it,
it's
not gonna bite you unless you throw like a frisbee and can't catch it. Then you're gonna get hit in the face. But
and if you get surrounded by flamethrowers, apparently the shield does nothing. Yeah. But okay, so what's your list right now?
Okay, so we're gonna go from bottom all the way to the top. At number 8, we have the One Ring. At number 7, the Ray Gun from Call of Duty Zombies. Number 6 is the Elder Wand. 7, the Lance of Longinus from Crapagillion. Number 4 is a lightsaber from Star Wars, and like the cool lightsabers, not the sequel lightsabers. Fuck cross guards. Number 3 is Cap Shield, unfortunately. Number 2 is the He-Man's Power Sword from the He-Man show. And number 1 is the Green Lantern Power Ring from DC's Green Lantern.
All right, so I'm going to add a new thing to the segment here.
All
That's
right.
Davis's definitive ranking. He has Cap Shield number 3. That's his ranking, blind ranking. That's what he's got to go with. From now on, history of time, this will be Davis's weapons rankings.
Great, cool.
Out of these weapons.
I'll pin it up somewhere.
However, I want to add two.
We can pin it on the board. Let's start doing that from now on.
Yeah,
the list. Yeah.
But here's the two things I want to go. Okay, what would you give your ranking out of 10?
How do I feel about my list out of 10?
Yeah, out of 10.
This is like an.
It can't be an 8.
I only screwed up like 2 of these, right? I only know I screwed up like 2 of these. Yeah.
No, okay. That's
an 8.
8?
Yeah.
Imagine someone was like, you were like, oh, let's talk best fictional weapons. And they're like, oh, number 1, Green Lantern. And you're like, oh, sick, nice. Like, number 2, they're like, He-Man sword, like, nice. And then they're like, number 3, Cap Shield. Wouldn't you be like, what?
Okay, we're talking in that terms?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, then it's probably like a 5.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would agree
I think a 5's fine. Green Lantern Ring's awesome. He-Man Power Sword. I would probably argue for about 3 days over Cap Shield.
Right.
But then after that, it's okay.
No. Okay, so you give it 5 out of 10. Now, I think we should add this in. This is his blind ranking. We're on a podcast. We talk a lot here. Give us how you'd actually rank it.
How I'd actually rank it? A lot of this I'd keep the same still, but let's see. What do I do?
Start from 1.
1, still the Green Lantern Power Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is still He-Man's Power Sword.
Okay.
Number 3, I would bump lightsaber up to.
Okay.
Number 4, I'd put the Elder Wand there.
Okay.
Number 5 would probably be the Ray Gun. Number 6 would be the Lance of Longinus, and number 7 would be Cap Shield, and 8 would still be the One Ring.
Okay.
Because the One Ring is, as I've gone over a million times, not good for the user.
No, that's good. That is good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's not your list, but that's good.
No, my list is this. Coolest weapons, Davis.
And there's still many more weapons out there, so get ready
I'll sign it too.
for a part 2 of weapons.
There we go.
Because there's a lot more weapons.
Let's go. Yeah. This is a good list. Actually, this is a really good one. Yeah. It's a solid one, dude.
I knew you
I had a fun time with this one. Yeah.
And we got the Green Lantern Power Ring out of there, so
there we go.
We don't have to worry about it. Davis, put that on the list next time.
Nice.
All right, everybody. Have a good weekend. Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.